Hello, my name's John Flan, and today we're not going to be talking about stupid humpback whales, or the dumb little bumblebees, or even the stupid great white sharks. No, today we're going to be talking about the Puerto Rican nightjar. The Puerto Rican nightjar. And you might think it's some badass cougar, or it's some tiger or something, endangered species. It is. But something you probably didn't. It's a bird. It's a bird. Not a dumb great white shark. Not a dumb humpback whale or a bumblebee. It's a bird. Just a bird.
I'm serious, can
I could be talking about literally anything. Syphilis. The earthquake in Haiti. A nuclear meltdown that happened 80 years ago. Or even the school I'm walking in. But no, today, we're talking about the Puerto Rican nightjar. The Puerto Rican nightjar.
Perfect. Man, I gotta let on dressing and I'm already over here already.
Go.
Where's Edgar? He hasn't said anything. New message. And
Well, you know, what do you want me to say to them?
Come, you gotta get her!
Edgar, I'm here.
Nice. Finally.
Okay, what animal have you picked this research?
Only the coolest animal in the world. Yes.
The glass frog.
Not exactly. Say again.
The giant squid.
Think awesomer. Like ER, awesomer. Come on. One more try.
Bigfoot.
Not exactly. Here, I'll show you.
What is that?
Do you not know what that is? That's the Puerto Rican nightjar!
The what?
The Puerto Rican nightjar! The Puerto Rican nightjar! The Puerto Rican nightjar! What about the Puerto Rican nightjar?
It seems kind of lame.
Lame! It's the most coolest, rarest bird in Puerto Rico. Wait, not that rare bird. That rare bird. Come on, man.
I really wanted to do the Bigfoot though.
Honestly, Bigfoot doesn't have anything against the Puerto Rican nightjar. Is Bigfoot from Puerto Rico?
No, but it is from America.
But it's not endangered, so who cares? You could have Bigfoot tomorrow, you don't know if Puerto Rican nightjar is going to be there today.
But see, people don't care about the nightjar.
Why not? It's the coolest Puerto Rican nightjar there is.
There's only one species of nightjar.
But it's from Puerto Rico.
Day. What are you doing here?
Hey man, when for you? You ready to learn about the Puerto Rican nightjar?
You don't have this class.
Yeah, I do. That's how we got the project in the first place. Come on, let's go learn. Sorry, Miss Mystery's chair. Let's go.
So how did you find the bird in the first place?
So I was up one night researching the coolest, most awesomest bird in the world, and it just popped out. The Puerto Rican nightjar. The Puerto Rican nightjar! Cut.
So what makes this nightjar so awesome anyway?
Well, most birds just fly. This one's like Puerto Rican and it flies. And the interesting thing about the Puerto Rican nightjar is that it was actually considered extinct up until 1993 when it was first found. And the population back then, which is still the same now, is that still 1,500 birds living in Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rican nightjar! So do you know why?
Yo, dude, what are you doing?
I wanted to give you some facts. Do you know why the Puerto Rican nightjar is endangered in the first place?
Don't tell me right now!
You may want to know this. You can hold it, don't worry. There's a certain mongoose called the Indian Herpetes mongoose that keeps eating our damn bird. If it wasn't for that bird... Oh, crap, if it wasn't for that bird... If it wasn't for that mongoose... Damn it. Oh, If it wasn't for that mongoose, our bird would still be alive.
That's great, but
In a unendangered status.
that's great. Now, would you finally get out?
Puerto Rican Nightjar! Other than the mongoose, the other reason it's endangered is because of deforestation of the 20th century. But luckily, at this very moment, the Puerto Rican Department of Natural and Environmental Resources, specifically the Forest Division, has encompassed some of the most highest nightjar habitats remaining of the day. Without it, basically the chances of survival would descend beyond endangered to possibly extinct. But the Puerto Rican nightjar, unfortunately, greatly depends on the continued protection of the coastal dry and lower Corriedale forest reserves of Gunicia and Suwannee. Look out.
Alright, good.
The Puerto Rican Nightjar.
So, thanks to the DNEF, that makes it therefore the most contributing and beneficial agency to help out for the Puerto Rican nightjar. If it wasn't for that thing, man, we would all be screwed. I mean, what's life without the Puerto Rican nightjar after all, if you think about it? And if you guys are interested, you guys could call 1-800-DNEF-165 and donate some money for the Puerto Rican nightjar. Yeah, beautiful day today.
What are we looking at?
I have no idea. But one day we'll find the answer.
Puerto Rican Nightjar.
Who are you? Oh, what? What are you doing? Get out of here! Go!
Get that camera out of my...
So, the only real way to stop, the endangerment of the Puerto Rican nightjar would probably be to just make all the companies stop cutting down trees, or kill all the mongooses. But we're not going to do neither of those. So it's really up to DNEF to help us out.
You know what?
I mean, it's tough. But the good thing is, right now, this very moment, we still have Puerto Rican nightjars. So,
I'm starting to
Son
see
of
the
prey.
importance. I'm starting to see the importance of Puerto Rican nightjars.
now do you see why I stay 4 minutes after for study time in Miss Mystery's class? Because I just look at Puerto Rican nightjar pictures.
Wow, this is amazing. The Puerto Rican nightjar.
There you go. There you go. The Puerto Rican nightjar! Yeah!
I need to get it.
What are we doing?